Hello and welcome back to your mats. I hope you're all well today. So I've got for you a Pilates flow which is focused on upper body, specifically your core and your arms, and we're going to be using the Bala beam throughout the whole class. Now if you don't have a Bala beam, that's absolutely fine. You can use dumbbells or any weights that you've got at home, and you can also do everything body weight as well. So make sure you choose a resistance that's right for your level. Please make sure you listen to your body as well. If you need to take rests or pause at any point, that's absolutely fine. We're going to be getting straight into it today, guys, so make sure you are nice and warm. We're going to be starting on our backs. So when you're ready, grab your weights and join me on your back. All right, guys, so to get ourselves nice and warm, grab hold of your beam, bringing your hands as wide as you can, pressing the beam up towards the ceiling and then just relaxing the shoulders nice and heavy. Ground your feet into your mat, take a lovely big inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, you're just going to slowly start to press your heels into the mat, imprinting your spine and peeling your spine bone by bone all the way up into your bridge. Give your glutes a good strong squeeze at the top and then massage your spine bone by bone all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the bottom, find your neutral pelvis. We're bringing our right leg to tabletop without moving the pelvis. Exhale, second leg lifts. First leg to lower, back down to the floor. Second leg back down, and we go again, rolling ourselves all the way up. Squeezing those glutes, massage your back, and then imprint your spine all the way back down. Find your neutral pelvis, one leg up. Ribs soft, second leg up, connecting deep into those lower abs. First leg, second leg, and we go again. And just continue this in your own time. So waking up that lovely spinal mobility. A little bit of a squeeze into those glutes, and we're starting to engage deep into those lower abs, pelvis stability. So just pressing up. If you need to pop your elbows down or lower the weights for now, please do so. And lift and lower. Amazing. Starting to connect deep into that strong exhale. We're just going to do one more like this, rolling yourselves up, squeeze. Control back down, find your neutral, one leg to tabletop, second leg up, and we hold it there. We're just going to go for a little chest press, so bending those elbows nice and wide, pressing back up. So think about your push-up, bend and press, down and up. That beam's coming straight into your chest. And just check that you're not arching your back, you're keeping your neutral spine, we're keeping that hug around the waistline, relaxing the tops of the shoulders. And visualize that push away from the floor. When you're ready, every time you lower your elbows down, we're going to tap one foot to the floor and squeeze back up. Please take this as slow as you need. There's no rush. Inhale, exhale to recover. Hinging from the hips, aiming to keep those knees at a 90-degree angle. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Down. And lift, lower, and lift. Let's keep it going nice and strong for me. Down and up. Last three. Last two. And lucky last one. Can we hold it up there for a moment? You're going to go into your single leg stretch. So extending one leg nice and long, and then return back in. Extend and back. Good. Keeping that beam still. Careful not arching through that back. If you're feeling pretty strong on this one, you want to take it a little bit further, go back in to add that chest press. Bend and press, and bend and press. Punching your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Again, there is no rush. Take it as slow as you need with your breath. Down and up. We should be feeling that chest by now. You've got another 4. High reps and exhale. In 3, that opposite knee stays over the hip. In 2. In 1, we're going to lower one leg down, second leg down, and press those arms to the ceiling. Flex your feet for me, lengthen your legs long, take a lovely big inhale. On your exhale, we're going to roll ourselves all the way up, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, sitting yourself tall. You've got one shoulder press at the top, bend and press, and then we imprint your spine. Keep those arms reaching long as you roll yourselves all the way back down. Now, if you're holding onto your beam, you can bring your hands a little bit closer if that's more comfortable for your shoulders. So find a width that feels comfortable for your shoulders. Imprint that lower back. Reach those arms up towards the ceiling, lifting tall. One shoulder press, and then roll yourself back down. Keep lengthening, lengthening, and lifting those arms to the ceiling. We go again, rolling up. Massaging the back, working your breath down and press and control back down. Keeping those legs nice and long. Inhale, exhale. Reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Careful not arching the back at the top, and then control. All right, we should be getting a little bit warmer by now. Let's go 2 more like this. Rolling yourself up. Legs are reaching long, down, and press, and control back down. Lucky last one. We will hold it up at the top, and lift. Hold it at the top for me. We're just gonna go for those chest presses. Bend and press. Lift through those lower abs, pelvic floor, straight overhead. Let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Roll yourself all the way back down and stay onto your mat. Well done. Rest that weight for a moment and just give the wrists a little bit of a circle if you need. We're going to bend those knees back in, finding your neutral pelvis, and you're going to bring your legs back up to your tabletop when you're ready. All right, guys, we are holding onto that beam, reaching those arms back up towards the ceiling. This time, your hands can come a little bit closer together if preferred. If not, continue holding your grooves on the beam. All right, we're going to go for our skull crushers. So a little bend and a press back up. Trying to stack those elbows over your shoulders. And without arching the back, we bend and press. And down and up. Keep those elbows parallel to one another. If this is enough, you're going to continue here, focusing on those arms, that connection through your center. If not, you're going to start to add your toe tap. So a single toe tap down, exhale to return. Take it as slow as you need. And tap. And you can alternate the legs and press. And tap. And press. Now, if that's still not enough for you, you want a bit more, have a go of going double toes down and lift. Making sure we're not arching the back, we're keeping that control. Inhale and exhale. And again, there's no rush. Please go with your breath. Inhale, exhale. All right, we've got 3 and press. In 2. 1 more time and hold it at the top there. All right, stay nice and strong for me. Can we go back into that single leg stretch? If you need to rest the weights down, if you need to give those wrists a little break, please do so. That's up to you. If not, keep that beam reaching nice and long. And out and back. We all know what's coming. We're going to add that skull crusher back in when you're ready. So as you extend the leg, we bend the elbows, press. So similar to that chest press, down and up and down and up. Keeping that opposite knee right over your hips. Down, exhale. All right. Control, focus, strength. We're working it all. If you want a little bit more, maybe a double leg stretch out and back. Go a little bit higher if that's feeling strong. If you want a little bit more, you can go lower and out and back. Careful as you bring those legs in, you're not losing the control with the arms. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. You're going to bring those legs to tabletop. We're going to rest our Bala beam onto our shins. So the grooves rest onto each shin there. So your legs will be a little bit wider than hip width. All right, holding it there. If you've got dumbbells, just rest them down and bring your legs to tabletop. Hands come behind your head for me. Elbows nice and wide. Inhale, prepare. On your exhale, we're gonna peel the head and shoulders off the floor into your ab curl. Inhale, we're gonna lower back down. Now, as we've got an added resistance, an added weight to our legs, you're gonna wanna overarch the back. Careful you don't do that and try to get a lengthened lower back. We can go for a little imprint on this one because it is a little bit harder with that extra weight. And return. Exhale, lift up. If not, we are aiming for a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale and back. Can we get a little lift of that lower abs, the pelvic floor as well? Everything wrapping, coming in together and back down. And back. All right, guys, we are here for 5, not long now. In 4. The closer your knees come in towards you, the lighter that will be. The further away you hold them, the heavier that's going to be. So just adjust to where you're at today. I lost count. We're going to go for another 3. And back. In 2. Lucky last one, we're going to hold it all the way up. We're just going for a little pulse of the chest and lift and lift. And lift, head supported, neck long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we hold it there? You're gonna reach to grab your beam. We're reaching those arms straight overhead. Stay in your curl. We're extending our legs nice and long. We're pulling those knees into your chest. Try not to touch the beam. Extend, pull those knees in. Extend, pull those knees in. And out. And in. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here, holding that lovely strong curl. If you want a little bit more, you're going to go for a little lift of your bum. And lift. So tiny little reverse curl. Don't let those feet touch the beam. In and out. And in and out. Imprint and press. Imprint and press. Strong into that core. Let's go for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2, for 1, reach, pull those knees in. We're rocking ourselves all the way up to a seated position. All right, guys, we've got a little combo. Your toes can be light on the floor to start. We're going 4 crisscross side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press your arms to the ceiling, roll yourself back down. 4 crow crunches, out and in. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Roll yourself back up, optional feet to the floor. It's like a little kayak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press those arms up, roll yourself back down. 4 reverse crow crunches for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4. Woo! Roll yourself back up. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Woo! Press it up. Control back down. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now optional to keep the feet off the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Roll down. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's do it one more time. Roll back up. Woo! Catching our balance for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, all the way back down, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, roll yourself back up and relax, well done. Pop that beam just down in front of you and give your shoulders a good circle. So good. If you need to take a little twist for that back, please do so. Guys, you are on fire. We're gonna bring ourselves up and over, coming onto your hands and knees for me. Hands are just slightly behind, or in front, you should say. No, probably more behind the beam, like I've got it now. So if you've got your dumbbells, you can also have them in front of you. All right, we're gonna start on our knees, but you can bring yourself up to your feet if you're feeling ready. Finding your half plank position for me. Chest is nice and proud. We're just gonna go for 1 press up here. Bringing your chest down towards the beam. Exhale, push back it. Come up onto your feet and hold that high plank. You're stepping your right hand forward of your beam, left hand forward. Hold that core strong. Your right hand comes back, your left hand comes back. We drop to the knees. Optional to stay on your feet if you'd like. 1 push up. Bringing your hips with you to the feet. Step forward, you can alternate the hands, step forward, step back, lower back down. Let's keep that going in your own time. Inhale, lower, exhale, push, lift up, lock those legs strong, core strong, back, and back down. Inhale, exhale, push, lift, forward, forward, strong in those arms, back, and lower back down. We got 3 to finish. Strong for that hug around the waist, and back. Lots of shoulder stability there. Down, and press. Lift, forward, back. Trying to resist those hips moving. Last one. And lift, forward, back. You can lower your knees and stretch out. Well done. Awesome job. Bring yourselves all the way up for me. Keep your beam where it is, and you're going to spin yourself around to face side on. Extending your leg out to the side. You can mirror me or go with the same leg. Tucking your bum slightly under for me. All right, so you've got to lift through those lower abs, chest is nice and open, and you've got that length through the lower back. We're going to start with the hands to ears, elbows wide. We're going for a little side bend and then squeeze back up. So you're going away from your leg towards your weight, all the way over, squeeze back up, and over, and recover. So we're working into that waistline, working into those obliques. The lateral flexion of the spine going over to the side. Trying to keep those hips nice and heavy and facing forward. Straight over, squeeze back up. Now, if this is enough for you today, you can stay here, continue how you are. If not, we're going to reach down, bottom arm, to grab hold of your weight or your Bala beam. Holding onto the center of the beam, we're picking ourselves all the way up. Don't let that bum stick out. Keep that bum tucked under. We're coming down, squeezing back up. Try to keep it parallel to the floor as much as you can. Maybe tap the beam and then lift back up, or maybe it hovers. See how you go. Over and squeeze. Try not to be so close towards the body. See if you can get a little bit of space between your body and your arm without swinging the weight, and lift and return. So you're finding that length and then that contraction, and over and recover. Keeping that length through that lower back, that lift through the front of the body, and over and recover. Let's do it for 5 and lift. For 4, exhale, squeeze. In 3, and lift. In 2, we're going to hold it all the way over. We go for little pulses down and up, heavy in that outside foot, and squeeze, and squeeze. Breathe for me in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Fancy transition, keep your beam into your hand. We're going to turn towards your bent knee. Hand comes down and then pivot that knee around. Keep your hand into the center of that beam for now. We're just going for a little lift of this back leg and lower. Hips and shoulders are nice and square. We're lifting through those lower abs and back, and lift and lower. Find that length through that leg and strong through this supporting arm. All right, and up and back. Now we're going to alternate this one with a row. So the next time you lower your foot down, we're going to go for a row with that beam. Return the beam, 1 lift of your leg. Lower your leg, lift to row. Bring the beam towards, or your hand towards the ribs. And squeeze, keeping it parallel. Lengthen and keep square as you can through the center of your body. Control. Breath up and back and lift. All right, guys, on fire. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here. If not, you're going to join your leg and your arm together. So as you row, we lift the leg. Catch that balance for a moment and then tap back down. Try to show that moment of stillness and lower. Strong press in that supporting arm. Lifting through those lower abs. Hold and back. Can we do another 5? And lift and lower. Stabilizing. Breathing. And enjoying the movement in the body. Enjoy how this feels, the challenge. Waking ourselves up. Last 3. Last 2. We're going to hold that final one up. Hold it there. Hold that row for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the beam. Bring yourself all the way back up. And we're coming up to a kneeling position. Holding your hands into the grooves for me. Legs can be parallel. A little tuck of the bum. We're going to start with a little upright row and return. So your elbows going out to the side, row and back. It's like you're brushing up the body and back down. Relax the neck, chest is nice and proud. And row and back. Now we're not just going to stay here. We're going to add a little hinge. So as you row up the body, you're going to hinge yourself back, squeezing the glutes, abs engage, and then return yourself back upright. We're hinging ourselves back without arching the back and return back up. So I really want you to get that lifting of the lower abs, pubic bone drawing up, and that length through the tail. So you're trying to keep that position as you hinge back, return. You're going to feel quads, you're going to feel glutes, you're going to feel your arms. You're rowing up. You can do this body weight if you need, and then return yourself back. Alrighty guys, looking good. And squeeze. And back. And squeeze. A hug around the waist. And back. Good. Let's go for 4. And back. In 3. Squeeze and return. In 2. And return. One more time. Can we hold it there? Flip those hands. Weights to the chest. We're going to drop the bum. Tuck the bum. Each time coming back to that diagonal for 10. For 9. Keep those shoulders back. In 8. In 7. In 6. You've got it. In 5. In 4. In 3. In 2, in 1, and recover. Well done, guys. Bring yourself up, spin yourself around, pop that beam off to your second side, and come to face side on for me. Doing well. We're going for our second leg out to the side. Little tuck of the bum, hands come to temples. We're reaching up and over towards the weight, and then squeeze back up. All the way over, no rest, straight into it, and we go, and over. And squeeze. Inhale and exhale. So heavy in that foot, ground that hip and return. Feel that stretch away and then that contraction to bring yourself back up. If you would like to add on to the weight, let's give it a go all together. Make sure your hand is into the middle of that beam. You're picking it up. We're bringing it over, maybe tapping the floor. Up. And over. All right, keep those hips and shoulders facing forward for me. Take it slow, squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We got it. Over and lift. Let's go for 5 and up. In 4, exhale. 3, how are we feeling? In 2. Last one, can we hold it all the way over? Little pulses, down and up, and squeeze in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Fancy transition, keep the weight in your hand. Spin yourself around towards your lowering leg and then pivot that back knee. Hand stays on your beams, nice and square in those hips. We're lifting that back leg and lowering. Up and down. So make sure that hand is right underneath your shoulder. That hug around the waistline. We lift and lower, just starting with the leg. Catching that balance. And up and down. Amazing. We're going to add an alternating row. So as your leg lowers down, you've got 1 row. Return that hand, 1 leg lift. Take it slow. 1 row, keeping the rest of the body nice and square, 1 leg lift. You might find that you're feeling a little bit stronger on one side. Maybe you got a bit more stability. Maybe you're just getting a little bit fatigued. It's not easy. We're challenging ourselves, challenging that strength. And lots of balance and control. This is enough. You're going to continue alternating. If you want a little bit more, can you have a go of the arm and leg lifting together? And control it back down. Try not to throw that weight away. Control. We'll go for 6 altogether. For 6. Lift through those lower abs. I do find this side a little bit more challenging. In 5. In 4. Right, squeeze those shoulder blades. Push away from the floor. For 3. For 2. Woo. And back one more time. Can we hold it at the top? Lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee back down. Well done. Place your beam back down in front of you for me, across your mat. All right, guys, 2 options. You can have your hands back behind the beam again, or you can have your hands resting onto the tops of the beam if you'd like that option. We're stepping ourselves back into either our half plank position like you had earlier, or coming all the way up into your full plank. You've got 1 push up here. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, you push. Jump or step your feet in towards your beam. Show a lovely extended spine as you pick your beam, abs engage. Lifting yourself up. We've got 4 rows at the top for 4. Nice and slow for 3. Drawing those shoulder blades together for 2. For 1, without arching the back, bend those knees to lower the weights down. Hands either come behind on top of the beam, jump back out. We go again, 1 push up. Exhale, jump it in. It's for the back. Show that connection. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Beam down with control. Jump or step back into that plank. 1 or 2 push-ups. Inhale. Exhale, maybe a second one. Jump or step up. Show that pick up. And we go 4. Squeeze with control. 3, 2. Head lifted. And 1. Let's go. 2 more like this. Control down. Step back out. Let's go. 1 or 2 push-ups on the knees or on the feet. 1, 2. Jump or step in. We go. Row. Good. Strong into that back. Last time, let's do it. Jump or step back. 2 push-ups or 1, 2. Jump or step in. And row. 2, 3, 4. Lower that beam back down. Jump or step back. Can we finish by holding that plank for the count of 10? Nice deep breaths in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down and stretch yourselves back. Well done. Take a little breather here. Just give those hips a little wiggle side to side. Inhale and exhale out your mouth. Just take note of how your body's feeling after a bit of movement today. How'd you go with the weights, that extra resistance? Just taking a moment just to thank yourselves for giving yourself some time to move, to feel good. Slowly bringing yourselves all the way up for me. Just give those shoulders a nice big circle. Interlace your fingers from behind, pull those knuckles back, down and back, and just gently turn the head from side to side, releasing that neck. I hope you're all feeling amazing and energized. Please go do a cool down, whether it's from the platform or your own. But enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I look forward to seeing you back on your mats very soon. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining. Well done.